Nothing you are worrying about right now is actually happening. There is a moment before your worry begins. And if you catch it right there, it disappears. Let me show you how. Namaste. I want to tell you a story. A story about Ravi Babu, a 58-year-old man who had spent most of his life trying to do the right thing. His friends and neighbors called him Babu, Ravi Babu. And it's a common way to address anyone out of affection or formality in the village of Velora. Babu means a brother or sir, because Ravi was considered to be a very responsible man. He thought ahead. He cared about his family. He tried to keep things together. And Velora is a villagey town, a quiet place where life used to move slowly. But now, with modernity creeping in, the people became restless. Now, Ravi Babu didn't have one big problem. He had many small problems. His children are grown, but he still worried about their future. Then there was rent and other countless living expenses that never really stopped. And then there's the world outside. The talk of economy, uncertainty, things not being the same anymore. Now, Ravi Babu lived amongst all of it. And slowly, his mind began building a future, worrying about things to come, thinking, what if things become difficult? What if I'm not ready? What if something goes wrong? But nothing had happened. But inside him, everything had. Now, every morning, before even getting out of bed, his mind would begin. And he's not thinking about solutions for these problems, what needed to be done. He's thinking, what could go wrong? Worrying about things and planning for the future. And he believed that this is what responsible people did, because this is what he had learned from his family and conditioning. They said, think ahead, son. Be careful, son. Don't take life lightly. No one had told him that thinking and worrying about things is not the same as acting on it. One evening, Ravi Babu went for a walk, just to get away from the noise in his own head. And so he reached the edge of Velora, where the land opened into quiet fields. People would sometimes go and just sit and get away from the stress. And there he saw him, Gopal Baba. He was a quiet ascetic who spent most of his time on the edges of the forest and open plains, so that people could see him and often find him, and hopefully leave a little lighter. Ravi Babu sat by him, quiet for a moment, and then he said, "I feel like something is going to go wrong." Gopal Baba looked at him calmly and asked, "Ravi, did something happen?" Ravi paused for a moment. "No, nothing happened." Gopal Baba just nodded and asked, "Then why are you reacting to it?" Ravi didn't answer because the question was too simple and true. "My mind keeps going ahead," he said. "I'm just trying to be prepared and be responsible," he said. Gopal Baba smiled, and he asked him, "For 3 days, you've been thinking like this?" Ravi looked surprised. "Yes, Baba." Gopal Baba asked quietly, "And so, what has improved?" "Nothing," Ravi said. And Baba noted, "That's because worrying is not preparation. It's repetition, a habit." They were both silent for a little while. Then Gopal Baba said, "When the thoughts come, don't follow it. Instead, say these words." And Ravi looked at him. Gopal Baba said slowly, "Say this. This is a thought, not reality." And Ravi Babu repeated it. "This is a thought, not reality." Something shifted. Now he said, "Now look around. Is there anything actually wrong right now?" Ravi looked around. The evening was still, the air was calm. Nothing was collapsing. The sky wasn't falling down. "No," he said. And Baba said, "Then do what is in front of you. If something needs to be done, act on it. And you know exactly what to do. If not, don't carry it." And he added one last thing. "You are tired because you're carrying tomorrow and without living today." And that stayed with Ravi Babu. That night, when the worrying started coming again, what if things go wrong? This time, Ravi paused, and he said it. "This is a thought, not reality." Then he said out loudly, "Nothing is wrong right now. I will handle what comes." He felt that a weight has been lifted off him instantly. Then he started doing something small, action, something real. One action, something he had been postponing because he had understood something now, that worry had never moved his life forward, but action did. Later that night, another worrying thought came. What if this still doesn't work? Ravi remembered Gopal Baba's words, smiled a little this time, and he said to himself, I trust life, I respond, I don't worry. He made a decision to practice this. And over time, he noticed something clearly. His body has been reacting to things that weren't even real yet. His breathing had changed while worrying. His sleep had suffered. His energy had dropped. All from these worrying thoughts. In simple Vedic understanding, you are responsible for your action, not for controlling the future. The moment you try to control the future through overthinking, fear begins. The moment you return to action, clarity begins. Ravi Babu had changed. He was no longer frozen in the imagined future. He had taken a step. And sometimes that is all life asks you. I'll be honest. I've been like Ravi Babu too, many times. And even now, when the mind starts going ahead, overthinking, I come back to something very simple. And I say it slowly, but out loud. This is a thought, not reality. Nothing is wrong right now, and I will handle what comes. I trust life. I respond. I don't worry. And it brings me back every time. Maybe you know someone like Ravi Babu in your life. Or maybe you've just never been shown that worry does not mean responsibility. But clarity is. And it begins with one honest moment and one real step. Do something. Act on the immediate thing that you have control over. And the rest will come. Namaste.